All right, you guys. So it is your boy Ticket. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all pop on up. Salute to everybody that's been showing love, man. Shout out to Elaine Baker and that PayPal. She sent donation to the PayPal. Salute to you, Elaine. Also, to uh, Mrs. Menzies. I appreciate you for the donation and the PayPal as well. You sent $100 donation to the PayPal. Also, shout out to Rosie Phillips, excuse me, for the donation and the Cash App. Also, shout out to Beautiful One Forever with $100 donation to the Cash App. Salute to Derek Edwards with a donation to the Cash App. Dwayne Crooms, donation to the Cash App. Gene Davis, donation to the Cash App. Maria Berea, donation to the Cash App. Dwayne Crooms again, donation to the Cash App. Salute to you, sir. Also, shout out to let me see. I know it was one more I missed. Who is this? Um, yeah, Sharice. Sharice Tucker, salute to you. You came through with a $50 donation in the Cash App. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting the channel, man. The link is at the top of the chat if y'all want to support Cash App, PayPal. But let's get into this video, man. As now, in this certain case, the judge in this case had required that this person who came with allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, uh, who at the time was 15. The judge has required that this person reveal their identity, and they did. It was either reveal your identity or the case would be we're not going to move forward with the case, and they decided to reveal their identity. And so that's a part of the allegations from this individual woman. And so she has come forward. She has now given her identity to the world. And so um, she decided that she was not afraid to stand on her allegations with her real name, meaning that, people can actually go look up her and look up her history and, see if they find her legitimate or not. Some people in situations don't want to give up their name. So what they'll do is they'll just let the case be dismissed because they don't want to give up their identity. That doesn't mean that they're lying. Some of them may be capping. Some of them may just not want to go through the public scrutiny. But this person right here, who claims that she was 15 at the time, she wanted to smoke, and she's going forward. Um, Now, this is a whole different person. Now, her name is Saria Gilliam. She has revealed her name now. Her name is Saria Gilliam, is her name. Now, Miss Gilliam, uh, the judge basically had told her that she had to reveal her identity, from because she filed her allegations as a Jane Doe, right? She filed her allegations as a Jane Doe, and so it's either reveal your identity, or if you don't want to reveal your identity, more than likely the case is going to be dismissed. And so, like I said, a lot of people would dismiss their case, but this person decided they're gonna stand on what they're saying and put their name behind it. So her name is Saria Gilliam. Now, basically, Saria Gilliam, who claims that she was uh, 15 at the time of the alleged incident in 2020. So this incident only happened alleged 5 years ago, 2020. Uh, she basically, um, you know, accused Sean Combs in a Florida federal court, civil court, right? As the case is now titled Gilliam versus Combs. She accused Diddy of severe sexual misconduct involving trafficking, and she claims that she was gang R worded, right? Now, basically, Diddy has denied every last one of these allegations. He says that this is just another person that's lying, and not being truthful is what Diddy is saying. And so now we move forward with this. So basically, uh, she has accused Diddy, Sarah Gilliam. She says that in the summer of 2020, Saria says, in a warehouse in Florida, right, that was tied to Diddy's events and properties in that state. She alleges that she was lured to the warehouse under the pretense of a professional or social opportunity connected to Diddy and his entertainment network, right? Now, she claims that Diddy and his associates used their influence to traffic her there as a part of a coercive party or event environment, a pattern echoed in other allegations against Diddy, you know, with these alleged, fuel parties that had illegal substances that were involved. Um, so she accused Diddy of human trafficking her. She claims that Diddy trafficked her to the warehouse location, exploiting her vulnerability as a minor aspiring in the music industry or entertainment industry. Now, she alleges that Diddy and co-conspirators, including his security personnel and associates, transported her against her will, using promises of career advancement or access to Diddy's circle to gain compliance. Now, she has framed this as a part of a larger enterprise where Diddy allegedly used his business empire to coerce and control victims, similar to federal racketeering charges that he faced, right? Now, she accuses Diddy and his associates, Saria, of gang all-wording her and sexually assaulting her, right? This is in 2020 when she was 15 years old. Now, she says that upon arrival, that she was drugged with an unknown substance, possibly was laced in one of those drinks, and she says it rendered her incapacitated, and she was unable to consent or resist. Well, her being a minor, she doesn't even need to be incapacitated with a drug. She's not able to consent, period, just off the strength of that. Now, she claims that Diddy and multiple unnamed male associates, a part of his entourage, then they gang R worded her. Now, she basically says that it was violent and prolonged and involved uh, both holes and, well, all three holes. I just say it like that. Uh, she says that she was forced by several perpetrators while she was restrained or what you would call unconscious. And she claims that the group took turns on her, with Diddy allegedly participating directly in directing others, exaggerate, exa- e- e- um, exacerbating the trauma through humiliation and threats of retaliation if she spoke out. Now, she says that Diddy recorded this gang R word on video. She says after Diddy recorded it, she says that Diddy showed the video to others in his circle as a form of bragging or intimidation. Now, this mirrors other allegations and other suits Diddy have against him, where a woman named Joy Dickerson Neal in 1991 claimed that Diddy distributed what they call revenge porn tape. Now, we heard about this in the Cassie trial as well, as Diddy saying that he was going to use that tape allegedly, and you know, uh, they alleged that he, you know, uh, charged Cassie's parents at 20,000 to prevent that video from going out, right? So she says, Miss Gilliam, that she only learned of the video's existence around 2023, 2024, amid the Cassie Ventura situation, which caused severe emotional distress, including PTSD, and she had thoughts of taking herself out. Now, she says that Diddy and his team threatened her and her family to ensure silence, including warnings of career sabotage or physical harm. Common in other accusers' complaints about Diddy, with use of NDAs and other forms of intimidation as well. Now, she claims lifelong injuries, including depression, anxiety, loss of professional opportunities, and inability to trust in relationships, right? And basically, she's accused Diddy of the gang R word, assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress and human trafficking. Now, right? Uh, as of today, this case is ongoing in the pretrial phase, right? Uh, Diddy's team moved to dismiss, arguing that uh, statute of limitations and this and that, but there are no statute of limitations with minors. They're saying, oh, there ain't enough evidence. But Florida's extended windows for minor victims via survivor laws allowed the case to proceed. Right? So this is in Florida, y'all. This wasn't in New York. But in Florida, they have an extended windows for minor laws, minor victims, I should say, via survivor laws. Now, that allowed this case to proceed. Now, this aligns with the patterns and the, other allegations from numerous other people that was coming against Diddy. And somebody said, why wasn't this brought up in the trial? You got to understand, once again, Diddy has a great legal team. Diddy has denied all these allegations. His legal team got a lot of the non-charge allegations in the case thrown out. You got to remember, a lot of people didn't even want to come forward. She just now revealing her name because she had to from the court uh, standpoint. You guys have to, I think people don't understand this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? People didn't want to come forward. A lot of people don't want to speak out. A lot of people are afraid. You saw what happened with the chef. You know what I mean? Y'all saw what happened with the chef. The chef didn't want to come out. She refused to come to the trial. So, I mean, listen, you can believe what you want to believe, you know, but it's all these people against Diddy. And again, the minor victims are racking up. And this one came out with her name, Saria Gilliam. So she not only put her allegations out there, she put her name on it. Now, again, to read exactly from her page, it says that she was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 1, 2. For the next 5 long years, she remained under strict control of various sex traffickers and pimps who transported her and other girls around the country for the sexual gratification of men willing to pay. Now, she was frequently kept under the influence of large amount of drugs in order to ensure her compliance and inability to escape. Now, in or around 2020, when she was 15, her trafficker, known to her only by the nickname he used around herself and the other girls, took her and one of the other girls to Miami, Florida. Now, in Miami, the plaintiff was taken to a large building under or similar to a warehouse, I should say. Right? Now, it says that the host, whom plaintiff eventually learned was Diddy, was hosting a large party in the building. Now, she claims that it became quickly apparent that the purpose of the party was sex. Now, defendant Combs, she alleges, had arranged and paid for her and other girls being trafficked through numerous pimps to be brought to the party. At the party, Diddy made them available for sex. Plaintiff recalls that Diddy made an announcement to his guests and then made a toast to start the party. She, plaintiff who had been given drugs for this event to keep her controlled, and some was sedated, was taken to a curtained off area with a red and uh, dark blue or black lights containing a bed in the middle. Now, over the next several hours, she was forced to have sex with approximately 20 different men, all guests of Diddy, one after another. Now, the curtained area in which she was confined was next to another curtained off area with another bed, which Diddy could see through the curtains. Now, she saw Diddy having sex with a Latina girl who she estimated to be 1, 2, or 1, 3 years old, 12 or 13, and who had been in the same trafficking group as her for more than a few weeks. She could not see where that girl was taken after Diddy was finished with her. After he was finished having sex with a young Latin girl, Diddy drank and watched others have sex, including watching the men have sex with the plaintiff. After the party was over, her and the other girls were again transported to another location by the sex trafficker. Plaintiff remained in control of sex traffickers for 2 more years. After that, the plaintiff ultimately escaped from the sex trafficking world when an undercover officer, as a part of a sting operation, found her in a hotel room in Virginia, arrested the pimp who was controlling her at the time. Now, as a result of the confinement and sexual assaults detailed herein, the plaintiff suffers severe mental and emotional damages, including post-traumatic stress disorder, among other issues. So, this woman, uh, who was an underage, had claimed that she had been trafficked, Saria Gilliam. She had claimed that she had been trafficked since she was around 12. She claimed that there was a pimp who trafficked her and multiple other women. And so she said to this day that there was 20-something women. Now, also, again, I have to say that Diddy denied all these allegations. But I also have to say that, and I have to add this in, that Gloria Velez uh, has accused, the same Gloria Velez that accused Aaron Hall of impregnating her when she was 16. Um, Gloria Velez have came out and had allegations against Diddy as well. Now, Gloria Velez, basically, who was a former video vixen and model known for her appearances in the 90s hip hop videos, like Biggie's videos and Mary J. Blige videos, has um, publicly discussed her experiences in the music industry amid the wave of allegations against Diddy, right? Now, she has not sued Diddy, but she has made several public statements, particularly on interviews and social media platforms, accusing him of exploitative and abusive behavior during her early career in the 90s. Now, basically, Gloria Velez, who was a teenager around 16 when she first entered the industry, or 15, frames her allegations as a part of a broader pattern of grooming, coercion, and sexual exploitation by powerful figures like Diddy, Aaron Hall, and others. Now, Diddy has not directly responded to Gloria Velez's claims, but his legal team basically said that everybody is lying. Y'all already know how that go, right? So basically, uh, Gloria Velez, uh, in the early 90s, specifically in 91 through 93, when she was an aspiring model and dancer in the New York hip hop scene, alleged that Diddy targeted her as a vulnerable young woman seeking opportunities in the music videos and bad boy entertainment events. Now, Gloria Velez claims she met Diddy through industry connections, including Aaron Hall, who introduced her to Diddy's circle. Now, she describes being lured into private after parties and studio sessions under the guise of career advancement, echoing themes in other Diddy's allegations and lawsuits against him involving freak off and drug fuel sex parties and power imbalances. Now, Gloria Velez accused Diddy of grooming her as a young adult, by offering modeling gigs, video appearances, and promises of fame through Bad Boy Records. She claims that Diddy exploited her naivety, pressuring her into sexual situations in exchange for opportunities. Now, in a November 2023 Instagram Live, she stated that Diddy and Aaron Hall were predators. She said they preyed on young girls like me who just wanted to make it. She alleged that Diddy used his influence to isolate her from support networks, similar to claims against Diddy in that indictment, that federal indictment. She also alleges that Diddy coerced her into group sexual activities, including threesomes, but she denied participating in full freak-offs, but claims that Diddy orchestrated intimate encounters where he watched or participated indirectly using drugs and alcohol to impair consent. Right? Now, she claims that she never had freak-offs with Diddy. She says Diddy would set things up, but it was all about control. Right? Now, that ties into an interview that Aaron Hall did in 2014 with during the show, man. Don't call me during the show, dog. So, anyways, um, she says that who's called me during the show. My bad. One of the homies called me during the show. Anyways, so she said basically, oh no, excuse me, Aaron Hall. This goes into Aaron Hall's interview with DJ Vlad, where he described Diddy as a voyeur in such scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Where he would say that, these guys seen his beefcake. Aaron Hall said this in a DJ Vlad interview where, they seen my D. They seen me effing. We would do it in front of each other. You know what I'm saying? He said that. Aaron Hall said that on DJ Vlad in the interview. Now, anyways, Gloria Velez claimed that Diddy and his associates threatened her career if she spoke out, including blackballing her from video shoots and events. And she alleges this led to long-term trauma, including depression and industry blacklisting. Right? Now, she also posted online, in 2023-2024 social media post, she linked this to a pattern of Diddy made me feel like I owed him. It was abuse disguised as the dream, right? Um, Now, she also made other allegations about Diddy as well. Um, you know, Now I want to see if I have that audio for you guys. Hold on one second. I want to see if I have that audio for you guys. I'm trying to see if I have it. Let me see. Do I have it? Do I have it? Damn, I don't know what I did with that audio, man. I thought I had that audio. Let me see. Nah, I thought I had it. I don't know what I did with that audio, you guys, from Gloria Velez on Diddy. Damn, I don't know why I misplaced that audio. Anyways, though, uh, she had been saying these things for the longest, Gloria Velez, right? So, uh, you know, to go back to these allegations from Saria Gilliam, right? And the things that she said, you have to look at some of these things she said, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. From what I heard, some of this stuff is real, man. Like, as far as, and I'm not talking about Diddy situation, I'm talking about in general, as far as women being young women like that being trafficked. You know what I'm saying? If you read number 37 right there, it says right there, or number 36 says the plaintiff was sold into the world of sex trafficking at the age of 12. For the next 5 long years, she remained under the strict control of various sex traffickers and pimps who transported her and other girls around the country for sexual gratification of men willing to pay. Right? Hold on. Shout out to the architect in the Cash App coming through with a $300 donation this morning, man. And he said they're gonna blow the lid off all this stuff ticket, man. This is crazy work. Shout out to the architect with a $300 donation in the Cash App. He said they're gonna blow the lid off all this stuff. Shout out to the architect, man. Crazy work, man. Crazy work, man. So, anyways, let's get right to it, right? So it says, like I told y'all. So it says that she says that she was in this before she even met Diddy. That she was in that she was sold into that world. That's what she claims. So she claims that she was already in this world and basically, in that world before that. And you can see documentaries of this stuff. They have documentaries of this type of stuff on YouTube. All you have to do is look it up. There's documentaries of these type of things on YouTube with allegations. If you just Google it or look it up, you can look it up and watch the entire documentaries. It'll shock you all the things you see. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad, a lot of these stories and stuff like that and things that you hear, right? Uh, but anyways, here's why it was real. And people you can say whatever you want to say, but when I'm saying her situation as far as her being controlled and trafficked is real because they have proof. And I'm going to tell you why they have proof. They have proof, and I want y'all to read this last line right here I'm about to show to y'all. They have proof because in this situation, you guys, and I'm going to show you guys this on this last line. Let me put this last 4 lines up here that I'm going to show. 5 lines. I think, now, yes, 5 lines I'm going to show y'all. These last 5 lines I'm going to show y'all. And see, this is the thing where people can say, oh, this is cap. This ain't cap. They have evidence of this as far as this right here is concerned. And that is, she said after the party was over, the plaintiff and the other girls were again transported to another location by the sex trafficker. The plaintiff remained in control of sex traffickers for 2 more years, right? So she says Diddy, right, was in control of these sex traffickers, which she alleged. But watch this right here. This is the part that she could prove. She says that plaintiff number 44, plaintiff ultimately escaped from the sex trafficking world when an undercover officer, as part of a sting operation, found her in a hotel room in Virginia and arrested the pimp who was controlling her at the time. As a result of the confinement and sexual assaults detailed herein, she suffered severe mental and emotional damages, including post-traumatic distress order, among other issues. So there was a sting. There was a sting where an undercover cop in Virginia, in a hotel room in Virginia, an undercover cop, boom, ran in there, undercover, and they got these guys who were trafficking this woman. They got this guy who was trafficking this woman, right? So he actually got arrested. So they'll probably be able to provide that paperwork from that sting to show that she indeed was in this lifestyle. Now, Diddy has denied that he was involved in this situation, and he'll obviously have his day in court. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, that allegation she put out there is easily provable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can easily go right. They probably presented this in their case as far as those police files to show that there was a sting. So, because they would not put that in there if they didn't have that evidence. And it would have been easy to figure out if there was a sting at that time, because this only happened a couple of years ago. This wasn't something that happened 10 years ago. Her allegations are from 2020. Right? So it says that she ultimately escaped from the sex trafficking world when an undercover officer, as a part of a sting operation, found her in a hotel room in Virginia and arrested the pimp, right, who was controlling her at the time. So she said this has been happening to her since she was 12. And like I said, she also claimed that Diddy had other youngins in there at the time. Now, again, I told you guys, Gloria Velez claimed, she claimed that Diddy, now, hold on. Let's see if I put this on the screen. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to put this on the screen because I want people to see, because it's crazy, right? She claimed that Diddy had targeted and exploited underage girls, including herself, during her time in the music industry. I told y'all that, right? This is Gloria Velez who said that too, right? Let me see. Now, she accused Diddy of predatory behavior towards younger women, implying a pattern of targeting vulnerable minors in the industry, right? Now, she said, right, in a 2023 Instagram Live and parts of her interview on YouTube, she said that Diddy and N0R were predators. They preyed on young girls like me who just wanted to make it, right? Suggesting that Diddy deliberately set out underage aspiring models and dancers. Alleged her allegations align with other allegations such as Sarah Gilliam's, right? So Gloria Velez, and here's the thing: nobody can deny Gloria Velez was underage. Everybody knew Gloria Velez's age back then. Everybody now can look at that and say, "Damn, she really was not legal." Think about that. So, you know, this is horrific allegations, but again, Diddy has denied it. He'll have his day in court. Diddy says all these people are lying. Every last one of them are lying. But this woman has now put her name on it. She put her name on it. She says her name is Saria Gilliam. Saria Gilliam. Point blank, period. You know? We saw, and this is how you know stuff like this is real as far as this type of stuff can happen. We saw it with Epstein. I mean, we literally saw it with Jeffrey Epstein. We saw Jeffrey Epstein, one of the most rich, powerful men, get jammed up for this type of shit with girls who aren't legal. Period. There ain't no question about it. There's no question. Right? So when you think about this stuff, here's the thing now. What evidence, if this gets all the way in court, because it hasn't been settled or anything, what evidence do they have that's going to lock this thing down? All this stuff is coming. Again, Diddy says he's innocent. Saria Gilliam says that not only is Diddy guilty, But she says that she had been trafficked since she was 12, even before Diddy. So you guys, and then she said it ended recently. In the last couple of years, it ended off of a sting. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.